Hey YouTube, how's it going? This is my first video. I'm Rob of Retro Rob's Game Corner. I want to show you some of the stuff I've acquired over the last 6 weeks, and it's some pretty rare stuff which I'll be putting on for sale, and some stuff for my own personal collection. So let's have a look, check it out. This is the latest box that I have received from my contact in Japan. Firstly, we have this Cassette Vision. It's not the Cassette Vision from what I understand, it's actually some kind of Famiclone, but pretty hard to get, almost impossible to get in the UK. I'm not so sure about the US. You can see the pads have got 4 buttons, I think 2 are regular and 2 for turbo. It's, as far as I know, plays all Famicom games, and this one's boxed and in extremely good condition with a slight bit of wear on the box there, but this will be going up for sale on eBay within the next week or so. Second, we have the GameCube keyboard pad. I can't remember the actual name for this, but I think it was designed when Phantasy Star Online came out. It has 2 controller ports, one for your main controller functions, your analog sticks and your buttons, and the other grey one is for the keyboard function. So again, something you'd never see in the UK. I'm not sure about the US, but it's pretty rare. And again, we'll be going on eBay in about a week's time. Now here we have the Famicom Disk System. This again, not an easy item to get over here, and this actually sits below the Famicom. Now, what I found quite surprising about this is that it actually has a compartment underneath for batteries to go in, and I haven't found out what that does yet. I haven't got any games on this to test it yet, but hopefully some will arrive in the shipment soon. And this again will be going on eBay. As you can see, it's missing half the box, but it's got the styrofoam on the inside. And the part of the box it does have is in not bad condition with some slight wear on the corners. This one, the holy grail of gaming consoles. Most of you probably have never even heard of this before. It doesn't often make its way outside of Japan. This is the Casio PV-1000. And this particular one is boxed, slight wear here at the corners. As you can see, the box has seen better days, but this one comes with 4 games, and I think there was only ever 12 released. And this console was only on the market for about 1 year before it was pulled from the shelves, because it was competing against the Famicom or the NES in the UK and the US. It was and a failure, really, although some of the games are quite competitive in comparison to what else was on the market. Here's an idea of some of the games that were available. There's a picture of 8 of them on the back. Again, I don't know the names for any of these games. Some of you might recognise them from different ports on other consoles. Some of them may well be clones of more famous games. But all I know is this console tends to fetch around about £800 on private websites, and each game will fetch between £50 to £100 individually. So here I have a boxed one with all accessories, 4 games, and I am looking ideally for a private seller for this. But may end up putting it on eBay, so keep an eye on my account, and my account on eBay is Retro Rob's GC, so that's Retro Rob Game Corner, and you'll find me on eBay and all my items. Next, one that you never see again in the UK, apart from on eBay occasionally, it's the Casio Loopy. This was a games console designed for girls, and it actually came with a mini sticker printer on it. I think there were 1 or 2 games that lads could play. Possibly an anime or a Dragon Ball Z game or something like that. And this gives you a good idea of the kind of console that it is. But despite being a console for girls, this is highly collectible and sought after. Last time I auctioned one of these, it went for £155 on eBay, and it was in similar condition to this. And apart from that little tear on the box, everything is in really good condition. Another item that I've got in my magic box is a Japanese N64. I don't really need to tell you much about that, other than some of the games on a Japanese Nintendo 64 will run faster than they do on the English Nintendo 64s. I also have a PC Engine in quite clean condition, has its power lead with it. Now these can be a bit of a problem to play on a lot of UK TVs, although some more modern LCD TVs will be able to tune into the Japanese RF frequencies, so you might be okay if you've got a more modern TV. Personally, on one of my TVs, I got it to tune to the frequency, but it didn't. It sort of flickered and the picture came in and out, so it wasn't successful. I've recently bought myself a PC Engine Core with the AV out on them. They're a bit more expensive, but that's the reason why I'm not keeping this, because this is one of my favourite games consoles of all time. Has the best collection of shumps of any console. In here, I haven't unwrapped this yet. It's a Neo Geo game. I'll come back to this one in another video because I'm not exactly sure which one it is. Could well be King of Fighters 2. Next, I'll just show you around my my living room. This is where I store my past shipments. Now there are some pretty rare things on here that will be going on eBay quite soon. We have here another PC Engine with an expansion module of some kind. I think it's to do with memory. It has a battery compartment on the back for 2 AA's. Now, amazingly, I don't know how it got through customs, but there were 2 AA's in this one, and they were Hudson Soft's own batteries, which I'm going to list separately because it's quite rare to see a AA battery with Hudson Soft written on it, and someone out there is bound to want to collect it. This is the card that goes in, I think, to operate this. Okay, next, this is one collectors no doubt will want to see. This is the FM Towns Marty, and it comes with a controller. Controller's seen better days. It's quite dirty, but I've tested the controller and all the buttons work fine. The Marty itself I'm not 100% sure of. I think I haven't got any games to test on it, so no idea what the condition of the laser is. I do know it booted up, came on screen, showed the logo, but there seemed to be either an error with the menu or possibly the signal going through to my TV, because the menu seemed to appear multiple times in rows of 3, so I'm not really sure what that is. But the Marty itself works, it powers up fine, and it gets to the menu with no problems. Next in here, PCFX console. Now I am listing all these on eBay, as I said before, and with this one it does come with all the leads, and yes, I believe I still have the other rubber thing that covers over these, so once I find that I'll put it back in there. But I also have a fully boxed control pad somewhere. There it is. And this is in brand new condition. There's nothing wrong with it, and when I open the actual box, as you can see, this actually has never been used before. It is brand new. The whites are absolutely perfect, not a sign of usage anywhere on it. As far as grading goes for this, I would say an A rating, and worth every penny. And I am considering bundling it with the PCFX as well. So watch this space for that one. Here we have a Neo Geo game, Samurai Spirits. I think it's the first one. As you can see, it comes with the instruction manual. And look at the size of these cartridges, they're just mental. I do have an AES, but it's still in Japan. It hasn't been shipped over, and it might even be sold from Japan. It's currently on eBay at the moment under a different account. Ashley, I think it's Ashley Leyland 2008, so have a look for it. It's on there at the moment. As you can see, the box doesn't have any art on it. I don't know if that's how they were sold. Somebody suggested that they were sold without any actual box art, but I'm sure I've seen quite a few examples with box art, so couldn't tell you. You probably know more than me on that score. What else do we have? Okay, this again, I don't know the actual name of this console, but I know it's another Famicom clone, and it's not one I've seen before. I'm not 100% sure. I did have a quick look at it. See, on here it would lead you to believe that these are wireless controllers, but they're not. But either way, it plays Famicom games. It may even play NES games as well, as a lot of these Famiclones do. I've never seen one of these before. It's boxed, it's in extremely good condition, slight tear on the corner, but otherwise it's got everything inside it, and I think it still has some seal wrapping inside as well, and the styrofoam. So again, another thing to watch out for on eBay soon. Here I've got a Neo Geo AES Controller Pro, or the arcade joystick, the second version of it, I think it is, the rounded one. This is in really good condition. I mean, the box has got signs of wear, but the actual joysticks on all of these that I've ordered from Japan have always been in mint condition, with the actual with the styrofoam, with the joysticks are always absolutely mint. I don't really want to faff around while I've got the camcorder taken out of the box, but I will put it on a later video, and the exact condition will be on eBay as well. Here we have one of many Pippins. Now I'm looking for private sellers for these, but I will put the occasional one of these on eBay as well. See, now this one is one I've got a loose one, so this one will probably sell a bit cheaper than the others. In there you'll see a boxed version. Now these, I've got about 4 of these left, and they are in mint condition. They are brand new, never been used. I've been buying them off somebody who's had them stored in a warehouse, and they are perfect. Nothing wrong with them. All the leads, brand new boxes. 1 or 2 boxes look a tiny bit more storage worn than the others. What you see in front of it, you're probably dying for me to show you this now, is the FC Twin made by Sharp. It is actually a Nintendo Famicom. There's really stylish built-in controllers with a 1 and a 2 on them, and the disc drive at the front. So very collectible and very hard to get. I've got another one on the way which is completely red, and in my opinion a bit more stylish to look at. White satin steering wheel. Underneath here, I won't take it out the bubble wrappers yet, but it's a Victor Saturn, and it does come with a controller and the leads. Again, not easy to get here, expecting this to probably go in the range of between £70 to £120, but will be put on eBay soon. Above the Pippin mark we have, and it does have the leads with it tucked away, in there is the Pikachu N64, and it's the Japanese version. You've got a really funky on-off Pokeball button and Pikachu's foot as a reset button, and I believe, I'm not sure because I haven't plugged this one in yet, but I think Pikachu's cheeks glow orange when you turn it on. Something that's interesting about this N64 is it doesn't have an expansion slot on the bottom for the 64DD, or if you've got one, a V64 or another V-Doctor unit. These will probably be bundled with some of the white Saturns that I've got. The Knights pads, and again boxed, these can fetch about £30. Unboxed, I did sell one. It wasn't in very good condition, but it did go for 15. But I'll probably be now bundling these with the Sega Saturns. I have a Super Famicom, or the SNES as most of you will know this as. No leads or power pack with it, although I'm led to believe that you could use a UK power lead with it. So I'll let you know on that one. You may not need a step down converter at all. Here I've got quite a few of these brand new Bandai Wonderswans in seal wrap. This one unfortunately has been knocked in transit, so you can see the seal has come loose on it, but these are in amazing condition, and I've got quite a few of those down there, as you can see. And then I've got a few Bandai Wonderswans and Wonderswan colours loose as well, which I'll also be putting on eBay. Quite a few different colours. Again, no games with these at the moment, but hopefully in a future arrival I'm going to be having games with them, and I'll be able to bundle them with them. Now here, one of my favourite imports yet is the Panasonic Q. Now this unfortunately has got a derailed DVD-ROM drive, but I plugged it in and it works perfectly. All these glow blue, which will be shown on the listing when I put it on. The LCD unit or LED unit, whatever it is, works on the top and displays the writing clearly. The menu for the GameCube loads up fine, as does the DVD menu, so it's fully functional, and somebody knows what they're doing could probably either set this back on the rails or even better, buy a brand new DVD-ROM drive. Apparently Panasonic DVD players of the same era have the exact same DVD unit, so should be an easy fix for somebody. And a very, very collectible item, probably the coolest looking console I've ever owned, and no word of an exaggeration. In my opinion, Nintendo should have just made their brand new console look more like this. But then again, it was Panasonic that styled that one. And here we have a Famicom. Quite nice condition. Again, we'll be going on eBay. You may again struggle to tune it to a TV, but most people who buy these buy them for collection anyway, so you know, just bid what you think it's worth, really. It did go as high as 40 quid last time. Another white Saturn pad. I'll show you a few more. This is the Famicom Mobile, very collectible. Never see these in the UK. And I will leave you with boxed Bandai Palladium, Saturn controller, and a joystick. And I'll continue this another time. Thank you.